video, I'll show you how to play Dust in the Wind, step by step. This is a classic and a must for any guitar player who's worth his salt. Let's do this. Hi there, I'm Tomas Michaud from Real Guitar Success, where I help you learn guitar and most importantly, to love your guitar learning journey. Dust in the Wind is a classic fingerpicking song that uses a Travis fingerpicking pattern. It's not as hard as it looks. We're going to break it down. I'll start off by showing you the chords to the intro. Then we'll add the fingerpicking pattern. We'll move into the verse, and then finally the chorus. Okay, so we're going to divide this into 4 parts. Let's start off with the chords. There's only really 2 chords going on here. It's a C chord form and an A minor form. Then you've got the first and the pinky moving around to make like this melody within the fingerpicking. So start off with a C chord. Go ahead and make that chord. And then we're going to play the chord without the first finger. Then with the pinky down on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, and then first finger back down. Now the second chord would actually be an A minor form, but we're going to start with the first finger up. So it's actually an open 2nd string. Pinky down on 3rd fret. Now first finger, and then open again. For the 3rd section of the intro, we're going to do the C form again, but with the pinky down. It actually makes a C add 9. So it starts like that. Then pinky up. Now open again. That makes a C major 7 when I do that. And then back to the pinky. And then finally the 4th section, we're going to go right to the A minor form, complete A minor. First finger up, pinky down, and then back to the first finger. And that's the end of the intro. Let's just do that much together without the finger picking pattern. We'll add that after. Start with a C chord. Open first finger, pinky down, and then first finger down. Now to the A minor, but leave the first finger up. And you'll notice I switch by turning my 3rd finger and 2nd finger next to each other. So it's not much distance to the switch. C to the A minor, first finger up. Pinky down, first finger down, and then open again, first finger. 3rd section, back to the C, pinky down. Pinky up, first finger up, and pinky down. And the 4th section now, go to your A minor. First finger up, pinky down, and first finger down. Now, let's do that finger picking pattern and add that to that intro. Let's make the C chord to do the pattern. So go ahead and place your right hand, thumb on the 5th string, first finger on the 3rd string, and 2nd finger on the 2nd string. Should sound like that so far. I'll call out the numbers of the strings. So for example, I'm going to say 5 and 2 pinch. That means you pinch the 5th string and the 2nd string. And that's how it starts. So it looks like this. 5, 4, 3, 5, 2, 4, 3, and then start over. Now, 2 things. This pattern is the same throughout, though you have to change strings sometimes depending on the chord. And second, I've made a whole video to step-by-step help you play that fingerpicking pattern. So if you're newer to fingerpicking and this has taken a little while, go ahead and watch that video. It'll help you tremendously. So to save time here, I'm going to move on to putting the pattern with that intro. So here's how the intro and the fingerpicking pattern fit together. Pinky down, and then back to the C form. Now, section 2, A minor form without the first finger, pinky down, first finger down, and open. Back to the C with the pinky down. Pinky up, first finger up, and pinky down. And finally the A minor, full form, first finger up, pinky down, and first finger up. So there's a transition here going from that last A minor to the verse. I'll show you to you quickly. It's the A minor, one full pattern, and then partial pattern. Pinch, thumb, first finger, and then this lick. Pinch, and going to the G with the B in the bass. That's the B right there. And then goes to the C chord. And that's the transition to the verse. I'll show you that one more time, starting with the A minor. A minor, full pattern. Now partial pattern. Pinch, thumb, first finger, pinch, pinch, and then to the C. Full pattern. Okay, so that brings us to the verse. A few new chords. So we're going to start with what I'll call a G with a B in the bass. It's going from the C chord, I'm moving my second finger over to the 5th string 2nd fret and pinky on the 3rd fret 2nd string. So we'll start with a C, go to this, that's the B note right there, and then to the A minor. Now we're going to a straight out G. I'm just going to use my 3rd finger on the low string because I don't need the note on the high string. And then finally, the last chord is called a D minor 7. It takes a little partial bar on the 1st and 2nd string, and then the 2nd finger over to the 3rd string 2nd fret. I'm using the open D for the bass note, D minor 7. So the chords go like this. C, to that, going down to the 2nd fret on the 5th string. That's a G with a B, then A minor. Now it goes to the G chord, just the 3rd finger on the 6th string, D minor 7, that's probably the hardest chord in the whole song, and then back to the A minor. Now it's going to do a little transition to go back into the verse again. Same like we did going into the verse, and then starting with the C. So with the finger picking pattern, it looks like this. One time to that G with the B, to the A minor. Now 2 on the A minor, 2 finger picking patterns. Now to the G chord, and I'm picking the thumb on the 6th string, and the 2nd finger still on that 2nd string, 1st finger still on 3rd string. Pinch the 2nd string and the 6th string. Now 1 finger picking pattern on the D minor 7, I move my thumb to the 4th string, the open D note, and the 2nd finger goes to the 1st string. I only got these 4 strings to work with. So the bass note is alternating between the 4th and 3rd string, and the 1st finger is on that 2nd string. Watch. Pinch the 4th string and 1st string. Thumb goes down to the 3rd string. One more time. Now, the whole thing a little faster. Listen. 2 times here. G to the D minor 7 and A minor. And here comes that transition. Same as from the intro into the verse. again. Did you notice that little change I made? G. And 2 times. And that will go on to the chorus. I made one little change that's totally optional. As I came down from the C, I did the exact same finger picking pattern again. But when I got to the A minor, I moved my 3rd finger over to the 1st string and played the 1st string for the first finger picking pattern. Just that one time. Listen again. See? You see, it's a little melody note. Da, da, da. It follows the vocals. Totally optional. You could just do the exact same pattern on each of them, and probably most people would never notice. So that's it for the verse. What I recommend is that you work on the intro, the verse, and then put the 2 together, and then go on and learn the chorus and put the whole thing together. I'm going to do the chorus in another video, so this won't get too long. But I want to play the entire intro and verse one time slowly for you to practice along with. If you're not ready to practice, go ahead and listen to it again to get clear in your mind on what it should sound like. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, start. Comes that transition, verse. I played the simple form, G chord, D minor 7, and A minor. Transition. One more part of the verse. I'll play the high E this time. Times on the A minor. Go ahead and watch part 2 of this video, which I'll go into the chorus and then show you how to put it all together. Then you'll have a clear image in your mind of what you're doing, and then you can go back and work on it little at a time. Thanks for joining me. I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson, part 2, Dust in the Wind. Don't forget, learning guitar is a journey, not a destination. Take it step by step and love your guitar journey.